In motocross, confidence is everything. So instead of risky full redesigns, Suzuki chooses to hone its trusty RM-Z450 motocrosser. Since it debuted 8 years ago, the fuel-injected RM-Z seen a steady stream of updates in an effort to extract the most performance from its battle-tested platform. This time, it gets a new frame and a work-style triple air chamber fork from Showa.
I think the bike is awesome. I mean, the 14 model wasn't really that horrible, and they just fine-tuned the small things about it that people didn't really like, but it wasn't like huge problems, you know. It was, the 14 model was a bit harder to start, I think, and the 15 model, I've watched people start it with their hand, which is pretty insane for a 450. So. Way easier to start, that's obviously a huge thing. And the bike, just with the new triple air forks, it's just so much better than the single side forks. I think it just works way better and makes the bike corner a whole lot better. And even the smaller bumps, it just felt like you couldn't even feel the bumps that were there. I think, at least for me being smaller, I noticed the bigger bumps were a little bit more rigid on the initial impact, but once you got past the rest of the stroke, it was a lot better. Just with their new frame and the suspension, the whole setup, it's just so much better, and the bike is stupid good at cornering now. Like, you can literally, I feel like you could probably ghost ride that thing into a rut and it would be fine. You wouldn't even have to do anything. The thing corners on its own. With the power, it was more, the bike sounded quieter, which you would think it would be slower, but it was fine power-wise. It felt all the same as last year's bike. Honestly, everything about the bike is good. We did some starts, and here it was a little bit tricky just because we had a little bit of an uphill start, and I did both modes, A and B mode, and A mode was awesome. It's just night and day difference from doing a start with it and without it was huge difference, and then I think with a whole shot device, that thing would be a game changer.